I spent most of my life farming. I farmed up in the El Rosa Belgrade area, which is about 20 miles north of here. And we've lived here at New London now for just over 30 years. We've raised our family here. The three sisters of this business are our three daughters. So I started having trouble with one of my knees after an injury to it. The injury was probably 10 years old, and it continued to get a little worse every year. So after talking to my primary doctor, he recommended me visiting with Dr. Slinker.
During my discussion with Roger, we try and find out the things that he likes to do and what he wants to get back to doing. And Roger's a very active person. He's active in the community, but also active at home, doing lots of walking and other activities that unfortunately he was starting to learn that he was unable to do because of the pain that he had in his knee. Arthritis is a progressive disease that only gets worse. And so after a further conversation with Roger about what his options were, he ultimately decided to undergo total knee replacement surgery.
So he said, we can either do it now or we can do it later. And I said, well, I'm young enough now that if we do it now, something else won't keep me from being active. So we did one, and I said, is the second one going to get there too? And he said, yep. So I said, let's do them both and get it done and dusted.
So this is what a total knee replacement looks like. We have the femur bone here and the tibia, which is also the shin bone, down here. And when people think about total knee replacement, sometimes there's a misconception that we actually just kind of cut off the ends of the bone. And that's not actually the case. If you look at it from the side here, we actually more or less just shave the ends of the bone to reshape it so that the implant will fit on the end. So it ends up being less than 1/4 of an inch of bone that gets taken away. And on the tibia or the shin bone, the same thing. We more or less make an even cut so that the implant will fit appropriately. And then in between goes this piece of plastic, and that becomes the new knee.
I have a lot of commitments between my work at the county as a commissioner and the work here in the store. And so I knew that downtime was not something I could really afford. My healing process went pretty well. I was diligent about doing the physical therapy. I was active. In fact, I think on my first one, I got out of the hospital on Tuesday afternoon and mowed my lawn yet that afternoon. My second one, I had on October 22nd, and on November 5th, I believe it was deer hunting, and I was able to go deer hunting in a limited way, but I did get my deer.
Patients don't have the same pain that they had previous to the surgery that was being caused by the arthritis. So we can look forward to better pain control, which a lot of times patients then don't have to take anti-inflammatory medicines or use braces or ice or heat or other things that they were doing before their surgery. You can also look forward to increasing stamina and strength and being able to return to doing the activities that he once loved to do.
If you think you're going to get a knee replacement at some point, do it now while you're still active, because if you wait 5 years, wait 10 years, there might be something else that keeps you from being active. I asked Dr. Slinkard if after these surgeries I'd be able to dance. And he's pretty sharp. He said, well, that depends. Were you able to dance before the surgery? And of course, I'm not a very good dancer, so it hasn't helped any.